And welcome to Lee's famous recipe chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati area Toyota dealers. Tonight from Taylor Field, a pair of 2-0 teams look to end non-conference play with a perfect record as the Northwestern Warriors host the Miami East Vikings, live on MyTV Dayton. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Digby, joined by Keith Byars. We'll also hear shortly from Joshi and Keith. Both teams entering this game 2-0 with a ton of confidence and the chance to enter conference play next week with an unblemished record. How important is tonight's game to keep that momentum going from the last 2 weeks?
I think it's very important. You know, the NFL starts tonight. They play 17 games. Their season is more like a marathon, but high school only plays 10, so it's a sprint. You're 2-0. Somebody's going to be 3-0 tonight, and I can't wait to see who it's going to be.
Yeah, both the Vikings and Warriors fired up for this matchup. And time now to introduce the third member of our broadcast team, Joshi. Good evening, Tej.
Good evening, my friends, and you are exactly right. Both teams are very fired up. The word to use is motivated. I spent all day here in Clark County chatting with both teams ahead of the matchup, and they are both riding a high, feeling ready, and of course, feeling like this game is theirs for the win. Now, off the field, I want to shout out a couple things as well, because it's going to be a busy night, and we got a lot of storylines to be following. It is Teacher Appreciation Night. The student section for the home team is doing a blackout, and there is a childhood cancer awareness event, all wrapped up into tonight's matchup, and we'll have reports on all those storylines throughout the game for you. Now, it is a hot one right now, at least at kickoff, and for a full check on our game day forecast, here is Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters.
Well, another great night for some football. Not quite as cool as we were earlier this week, but still a calm evening as Miami East takes on Northwestern for Thursday Night Lights. It's going to be a warm evening, mostly clear skies though, so lots of sunshine. Once that sun sets, temperatures will begin to fall, but it really doesn't get too cool. Upper 70s around 8 p.m., lower 70s around 10 p.m., so no need for a jacket at tonight's game. Overall, quiet weather is expected, though, with that sunshine and warmer temperatures than normal.
Thank you, Natalie. Coming up next, the coin toss and the opening kickoff. It's Miami East and Northwestern on week 3 of Thursday Night Lights.
Flip it again. What was the call again? Heads. Tails. Tails, you have 1 to toss. What would you like to do?
Receive.
Receive? Okay. What do you want to, which goal do you want to defend? You want to defend the scoreboard? Okay, put your backs over here. Put your backs over here. Okay, Northwestern has won the toss and they have elected to receive. Gentlemen, shake hands, let's have a good game.
All right, that was junior quarterback Reed Smith calling correctly on the coin toss, the Big Sandy coin toss conducted by referee Will Nichols and our crew tonight. You heard Northwestern. They win the toss, they wanted to receive, and that's something they were not lacking on when I spoke with them yesterday. Confidence. They are confident they can keep up their 38-point per game average. And it's going to be a test for the Warriors, a test for the Vikings, especially after the Vikings coming from behind. But it will be the Vikings in white with blue trim going left to right across your screen as we await the official word from the Carol Wirtz Tire Company kickoff. Caleb Staley awaiting the go-ahead to kick the ball off. And 2 men are back deep for Northwestern. It looks like numbers 7 and number 5. That's Austin Dewey and Renan Smith.
Well, you know, they said they took the ball. They won the coin toss, and usually teams defer, but we averaged 38 points.
Yeah.
we need the ball to score, so they want possessions.
And Miami East also averaging about 39, 40 points a game themselves. The Vikings, they were down 21-0 last week at one point to Carlisle, and they had a massive comeback to win 52-36. And both teams do have a common opponent in non-conference play. They each took on the Green and Knights, Miami East in week 1, and Northwestern just last week on the road at Eden, the place we were at a couple for Thursday Night Lights, the Green and Knights. So Greenan certainly looking to bounce back from 2 tough losses and get back in the win column. Caleb Staley has gotten the go-ahead to tee the ball up, and we are ready for the opening kickoff. It's presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company. We've been treated to a dandy in each of the first 2 weeks, and we're looking forward to a great game today. Enjoy the game. The Vikings and the Warriors. It's Staley, a low line drive. It's going to be taken by one of the up men around the 28-yard line. No return on the play. Smart thinking on the part of number 81. That's Cameron Mingy.
I know he wanted to return it, but that was a good catch.
Yep.
Still good field position right around the 30-yard line.
So there's a look at the Northwestern starting offense presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. It revolves around number 9, the junior quarterback Reed Smith, and number 33, the junior running back Preston Allen. Only 3 seniors, both on offense and on defense, among the starting units for the Warriors.
Well, both young teams, and so they want to be playing each other for quite a bit.
And a swing pass out the middle on the first play. It's going to be complete and a positive gain close to a first down. That was a swing pass to Mason McDermott, and they are not going to waste any time. That's the theme. They don't need to measure. That is a good for a first down presented by Arby's. And here's a look at the Miami East starting defense. They go with the 3-4-4 setup. So again, confirmation, a 12-yard pickup, as here's the first carry of the game for the junior halfback Preston Allen. Does well to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's quickly met by multiple Vikings, so it's going to bring up 2nd and long.
I tell you, Preston Allen is a load. He's a big fella. He gets those shoulders square. He just moves the pile. 6'2", 225. They're going to feed him a lot tonight.
Again, one thing they were not lacking on was confidence. They won by sizable margins against both Greenon last week and Southeastern Local 2 weeks ago in the season opener. They feel this could be a turnaround in year 2 with head coach Lance
Quarterback keeper.
Reed Smith's first quarterback keeper, quickly out to the 45, to the 46, good for a gain of about 4. Going to bring up 3rd and 5, which is a lot more manageable than 3rd and 9.
Absolutely. That was a nice quarterback counter draw they just ran. You're not accounting for the quarterback to keep it. You had linemen pulling, and even the big tailback, Preston Allen, was getting around there getting the block also.
So spreading the ball around, getting multiple players involved in this first series of the game. First 3rd down upcoming. It's 3rd and 5 from the 46. They need to get to the Miami's 49-yard line. Swing pass to McDermott. Has enough of a hole to get to at least midfield, but
close.
He needs to get to the 49. They may mark it 4th and short.
Well, they took the ball to start the game off, so you got to think they want to be aggressive, and they're going to go for this 4th down and short right now.
Wasting little time, too. And now they're taking a break so Reed Smith can get instructions from his coaches.
Well, they got an up-tempo offense where they don't go to the huddle. They go straight to the line of scrimmage, so your defense has to get ready and get set also.
Now they're slowing it down a bit. Already 15 to go on the play clock. So here we go.
4th down. They better be careful. Make sure you get it.
It is Allen up the middle. Hit.
Oh, my gosh.
Second effort. It's going to be enough for Preston Allen. He needed to be patient. He was patient, and the opportunity eventually unfolded. Preston Allen with a first down presented by Arby's.
That's a big-time run. Preston Allen was hit in the backfield. And Miami East thought they did a good job, which they did. He got penetration, got his stop. But that time it was just better offense over better defense, over good defense.
Brandon Stone was the first to make contact for the Vikings, and had he received immediate help from a teammate, they probably could have stopped him, but the problem was the help didn't come until after Allen was able to fall forward and gain an extra couple yards. On first down, Smith on the QB keeper, running to his left, got a bit of a hole to about the 41-yard line, so a gain of 7.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice first down run.
Closed captioning tonight, by the way, presented by Thrush & Sons, sponsored by Thrush & Sons, as we greet those tuning in on ByTV Dayton, and also those of you watching on our Facebook page, Dayton 24/7 Now. Glad you could join us for Week 3 of Thursday Night Lights. Swing pass, first completion of the day to Luke Fissel, number 8. That's good for another Northwestern first down, presented by Arby's, and it moves them inside the 35 to about the 30-yard line.
I like their offense. They're nice and confident. They are efficient. They went empty backfield that time, so they're going to spread you out and make sure. And if you're Miami East, you have to, tackle guys one-on-one. You can't always gang tackle them.
And if you want to interact with us on X, be sure to use the handle @Dayton247Now. Send us photos whether you're at the game or whether you're watching from home. The handle to use is @Dayton247Now.
Back to Preston Allen again.
Preston Allen quickly breaking one tackle.
Ooh.
Almost kept his balance, and had he done so, he was gone.
Got a little laundry on the field here. Maybe coming back 10 yards.
Will Nichols is our referee tonight.
Holding. Number 50, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat the down.
Coaches don't like that. Those are drive killers. those 10-yard holding penalties opening drive of the game. And, Northwestern is off to a good start. They've already went for it on 4th down, but, now it's 1st and 20. And if you're Miami East, you got to look for a screen pass or something like that, and you're Northwestern, you don't have to get it all back at once. You just got to eat it a little bit at a time. Just get positive yards on the next 3 plays.
Already coming up on 4 minutes on this drive. Remember, Northwestern took the opening kickoff, and this is still that opening drive. On 1st and 20, here's Allen. Got through one hole up the middle. He quickly races past the 40 to about the 37-yard line, so a gain of roughly 5.
Yeah, that's a good start. You're still trying to get a 1st down. Like I said, they got a little conservative, but it's not ever too conservative. You give it to a big load of a running back like Preston Allen. Now you just want to, get a positive play here and make it 3rd and manageable.
Smith looking to throw to his right. And the pass is caught, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That pass completes to Ty Romine, number 17. So brings up 3rd, and it will be about 10 yards.
Yeah, which you got 2 downs, you got 10 yards. Now you need 3rd down. It's manageable. If you get half of it, they'll go for it again on 4th down.
Considering it was 1st and 20, and they're already 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions.
Not sure of the leg of the kicker, but this is a long field goal if they don't get any more yards from here.
They will be looking at a 49-yard attempt. And now we have a stoppage in play. They just need to reset the play clock. So 3rd and 10. Need to get to the 22-yard line. This is Smith.
They bring a little pressure.
Left. Pass is complete. Trying to cut inside. One broken tackle, but it's not going to be for a big gain. Miles Estes was on the reception. Correction, that's Renan Smith on the reception, number 5.
Yeah, that's a good job by Miami East swarming to the football. They made them throw the ball horizontal instead of vertical down the field, and they get a chance to rally to the ball. But crucial 4th down again, 4th and about 8.
4th and 8 from the 30. They are going to pass up what would be a 47-yard field goal attempt and try to get the 8 yards. As Smith.
Yeah, they play coverage this time. He's going for it all.
Got a man open in the end zone. It is caught for a Northwestern touchdown. Mason McDermott on the 30-yard reception. And that touchdown presented by Donato's.
That play was just set up perfectly. They've been nickel and dime, short pass. That's their first deep pass, of the game. And they came in a very timely manner. On 4th down, you're thinking that he was trying to get a 1st down. He said, we want the whole enchilada. We're going for a touchdown right now.
And I'll have to take a look at the replay, but it looked to me like there was one man in the backfield. He was just standing like a decoy, whether he was trying to draw a Miami East defender offside or I don't know what the situation was, but it didn't come back to hurt Northwestern as the point after is good. So 1 drive, 2 4th down attempts, and they are both successful. One of them for this 30-yard touchdown. Reese Smith to Mason McDermott, and the Warriors strike first on Thursday Night Lights.
We are midway through the first quarter here of Week 3 of Thursday Night Lights. The Warriors lead 7-0. I want to tell you about a quick tradition that happened earlier today before tonight's game. You can see right now I'm sitting here on the track just next to the football field, and of course there was a relay marathon from the local cross-country team here to get everybody ready for the game. Middle schoolers and high schoolers ran with the athletic director and others as part of our tradition to raise money for local charities. That happened running 26.2 miles, by each one running a 1 mile part of the relay. That was just a cool thing that happened leading into tonight's game, a tradition that they do at one home game every year. I'll send it back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tage. And they had the chance to present referee Will Nichols and his crew with the game ball. Very cool to see the cross-country team involved in the pregame activities as this kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company takes a couple wild bounces. It's going to be taken eventually by number 14 inside his 5. That's Jack Haymaker, and he's quickly forced out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Very nearly a disaster for Miami East, but they were able to recover nicely.
They got in the Haymaker's hand, who's also seemed like to be a playmaker.
Yep.
So, a good thing the sideline was there because he's got his shoulder square. It looked like he was about to get more out of that.
So 1 drive complete for Northwestern. They march methodically down the field, 71 yards, and ended with a 30-yard touchdown pass on a 4th and 10. So now Miami East, this is their first drive of the game, and they're going to be led by sophomore quarterback KJ Gustin. So now the Vikings, they've done a very good job in terms of limiting opponents' opportunities, but now can they capitalize on offense, having just given up a touchdown themselves in the opening minutes. Gustin is the quarterback. Lone man in the backfield is Aaron Mills on his left hip. Now one man in motion. It's a motion pitch to number 10, trying to get to the outside. He quickly has a hole and quickly past the 30, forced out of bounds, but that's Lincoln Littlejohn with a nice pickup for Miami East first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, first play from scrimmage, you got something positive, but they have to answer Northwestern. Northwestern, they couldn't write it up any better. They kept the ball almost half the quarter. You know, that was the opening drive. So you don't want to go 3 and out if you're Miami East.
And a high snap, as you just saw, the Miami East starting offense presented by Lee's famous recipe chicken. And Gustin's going to be taken down for a loss on the play. That was alert on the play of number 17, Ty Romine. Gustin, it was all he could do to corral the ball and prevent a fumble on the play. But now Miami is looking at 3rd and long.
Not the way they wanted to start. I mean, first play was good. Second play, not so good, but now they're faced with a 3rd and long. But if they had a good snap there and they would have no problems with exchange, they had to make it a good play.
There's the Northwestern defensive lineup, a 4-3-4 setup presented by Lee's famous recipe chicken. As Gustin on 3rd and long tries a long pass, it was just a little bit short of his intended man, number 4, Caden Francis, who was in position had he made the catch for a first down, but the ball was just a little short. So a 3 and out after 1 yard on the opening drive for the Vikings.
Yeah, KJ Gustin was, rolling to his left. It's hard to roll left when you're a right-handed quarterback. You have to certainly get your feet square and your shoulder square to your target, and he was a little off line that time.
Caleb Staley is the punter. 2 men are back for Northwestern. Ty Romine and Renan Smith. Staley with the rollout, gets a good punt, and it's going to take quite a few Miami East bounces. It will go inside the 25, right to about the 25, so good punt. But Miami East certainly looking for more success on offense as the evening goes on after just a 1 yard drive. We got timeout from Clark County. Warriors with a 7-0 lead on Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Thursday Night Lights. This is the King's Furniture and Mattress Best Seat in the House. The Northwestern students going with a blackout theme. As the Warriors certainly in a happy mood. They have a 7-0 lead on Miami East, and they just forced the Vikings on a 3 and out on Miami East's first offensive drive. But shout out to the Northwestern students for turning out tonight. And shout out also to the Miami East community. They made the short trip over from Caststown in Miami County. On first down of the Warriors' second drive, a swing pass out to number 2. That was Miles Estes, who kind of lost his footing there. Was in position for a bigger gain than just 1 yard, still to bring up 2nd and 9.
They had success with that play. A little bubble screen to the wide receiver. It was worked a lot on the first series, and I think it had to make it work there if he can keep his feet.
So this drive starting from the 25-yard line. Again, 71 yards was the length of the first drive for Northwestern. Culminated in a 30-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 10 from Reed Smith to Mason McDermott. And Northwestern was very methodical, taking nearly 6 minutes off the clock on that opening drive as well.
Yeah, they would love nothing better than follow that opening drive touchdown with another touchdown the second time you get it.
This is Preston Allen, takes the handoff, already broken 2 tackles, nearly broke a third, and was hit hard by Aaron Mills. That kind of gave the Miami East defense time to catch up and prevent what would have been an even bigger gain for Allen. Still brings up 3rd and about 5.
Preston Allen does not go down on first contact. It's usually about the 3rd or 4th or 5th guy to get there. You need to bring the whole team to get him on the ground.
So in the meantime, we have the game tonight, but if you want to tune in to get the latest weather for the Miami Valley, be sure to tune in to Dayton 24/7 now tonight at 10 on Fox 45 and 11 on ABC 22 with Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters. Quick route over the middle, pass complete to Miles Estes. That's good for a Northwestern first down presented by Batmasters. As perfect awareness by Reed Smith following how the play unfolded. Estes left wide open because of a blitz, and that was enough for a first down.
As a perfect call on, they had the wide receiver middle screen on that play. They expected pressure on 3rd down. They got it. and you just, invited the defense to you, just toss it over. Nice catch, nice run, first down.
That first down presented by Arby's as Northwestern again can set with a new series. It's going to be Reed Smith on the QB keeper, quickly going to the left side. And again, he's going to be met by multiple Vikings defenders. And that's been the theme so far, that Miami East has been able to make tackles with multiple players. It hasn't necessarily been open field tackles.
Yeah, Reed Smith is pretty strong. He's done some room in the weight room also. He took on contact. They didn't even get him on the ground.
Gain of 4 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 6 from the 43-yard line. Coming to you from just northwest of Springfield, Ohio, in Clark County. Matchup of the Central Buckeye Conference and the Three Rivers Conference. Those are the conferences represented tonight. And the play clock was running down. Lance Lambert, in his second year, he's going to have to call a timeout for the Warriors. So, in the meantime, again, this is just week 3 of 10. Here's a look at our schedule for the remainder of the season. Next week, we will be on the road at a game that has been very entertaining the last 2 years. Alter at Trotwood Madison. And then we also have another enticing matchup from the WOAC, week 5, September 19th. That is at Tri-Village, New Madison and Dark County. We also have matchups at West Carrollton, Preble Shawnee, Oakwood, Belmont, and at Northmont. We will close our 2024 TNL schedule in Clayton as the Wildcats take on the Thunderbolts. Also be sure to check out The Big Bang Theory. Check out the latest exploits of Sheldon Cooper and friends. Weeknights, back-to-back episodes at 7 and 7:30 over on Fox 45. Timeout complete. 2nd down and 6 upcoming for the Warriors from their own 43-yard line. One man in motion, but Smith is going to have the QB keeper, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and a nice read there. Not fooled was number 15 for Miami East, Luke Boucher. He made first contact, and it's going to bring up 3rd and maybe 6.5. He may have lost
read
yardage.
His keys perfectly. Luke Boucher, he just came in there and just shot out of a cannon. Caught right around the line of scrimmage.
Number 30, Evan Maxton, was also on the coverage for the Vikings. So 3rd down and 6. There have been quite a few 3rd downs for Northwestern, but for the most part, they have succeeded in moving the chains. And again, they are 2 for 2 on 4th downs, as evidenced on their first drive. Play action as Smith trying to buy time, rolling to his right. Fires. It is low and just away from Miles Estes, the intended receiver. Brings up 4th down and 6 from their own 43-yard line. I think they're going to punt this one.
Yeah, they're going to bring the punt team on that time. I think Reed wants this one back a little bit. Yeah, he led him a little too far. I mentioned earlier when you got a right-handed quarterback rolling left. This time right-handed quarterback rolling right. You still have to remember the fundamentals, get your feet set, and just make a good throw. He just rushed it a little bit.
Xander Stacy is the punter for Miami East. One man back deep Xander Stacy is the punter for Northwestern. And on the reception, making the fair catch for Miami East is number 10, Lincoln Littlejohn. So the Vikings able to get a stop on defense. We'll see if they can come from behind. And how pivotal is it already with 1:41 to go in the first quarter? Still a lot of football to be played, but a touchdown or at the very least a long drive ending in points is key for the Vikings.
Yeah, very much so. You want to answer. Your defense came and gave you a stop. The offense, 3 and out. They didn't like their opening drive, so they come down and get points on this drive. Not much time left in the quarter, a little over a minute 41 to go, in the first quarter. You say win one quarter at a time, one play at a time. And now they got good field position, get a chance to really work their offense.
Not panicking and taking each moment as it comes. This short pass to Lincoln Littlejohn is complete past the 25-yard line before he is stopped by Mason McDermott. That's a gain out to about the 27-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, nice safe pass. A little play action, get the defense going one direction, and then, come backside and hit a nice little hitch to your receiver.
So KJ Gustin in the shotgun with Aaron Mills, who gets his first carry of the night. Going to be up the middle. Saw one tiny hole open and should be good for a gain, but it will still bring up about 3rd down. Though they're actually going to mark him right at the line to gain. Yep, they're motioning.
They're moving the chains.
A 5-yard run for Aaron Mills on his first carry. That's good enough for a Miami East first down, and that's presented by Arby's. It comes with just over a minute to go in the first.
Yeah, they're getting back on target now instead of, getting behind the chains with, tackles for losses.
Gustin, this pass to the left is complete. And getting around Romine for the reception, that's Lincoln Littlejohn. He's been very busy in a positive sense for the Vikings, able to make contributions as a receiver.
It's almost like we're looking in the mirror. They're spreading out Northwestern the same way Northwestern was spreading Miami East out, in defense. And you have to tackle well in space. That time, Northwestern was able to do that.
Gain of 6 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 as Gustin with a delayed handoff to Aaron Mills. Quickly got through one hole. Nearly broke free for a big gain as it is. It is enough for a first down out to the 45-yard line, and that's the 2nd first down run for Aaron Mills. It's presented by Arby's.
Miami East is telling Northwestern, you went temple on us the first drive of the game. It's our time to go temple on you. And, mix it up. Nice tackle. Nice block by the pulling tackle.
Yeah, that was Vincent Crane, number 86, you saw on the replay. He created that hole for Mills to pick up the necessary yards. As Gustin, this pass over the middle is caught by Vincent Crane, the tight end, and that puts the Vikings into Northwestern territory. That's good for another first down presented by Arby's.
Are they going to get this play in before the end of the quarter? They got time. 6 seconds.
3 seconds left. I think it was a situation the chains had not officially been set yet, or maybe the clock has run out. Indeed, that is the case. 7-0 Northwestern after 1, but Miami East is on the move. This is week 3 of Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken from Northwestern High School, and the Warriors have a 7-0 lead on Miami East as we get ready to start the second quarter. However, Miami East will begin the quarter with 1st and 10 from the Northwestern 37 as Gustin looking to his right. That pass is complete, maybe short of the marker to gain, and Lincoln Littlejohn still a positive gain nonetheless.
Lincoln Littlejohn's real busy this drive.
He has been. And that is to about the 30-yard line, so brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Vikings. Very methodical drive, not unlike the Warriors' first possession as Mills trying to get to the outside, got by one man. There is a flag thrown from the man behind the play.
It's usually an area of holding, and that's not what you want if you're Miami East.
Holding, offense, number 58, 10-yard penalty.
So here's Mills taking the handoff.
He had, a little too much jersey that time. He didn't have to grab him. They already had the yards going.
So instead of 3rd and 3, it's going to be 2nd and 13 back at the 40-yard line. And now can Miami East respond? That was one of the big things on their first drive. It was a bobbled snap. It was all Gustin could do to prevent a turnover. Now can they respond here after this penalty? Gustin quickly being chased, trying to evade defenders and buy some time. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage. And it will result in a loss. He keeps the ball, so obviously no penalty for intentional grounding because he never threw the ball. But 3 Northwestern defenders able to trap Gustin and bring up a 3rd and long for the Vikings.
A young quarterback, sometimes you got to know when the battle's over and just throw it away and instead of taking a bigger loss.
Tyler Hornberger was the first to make contact, and it was also Xander Stacy who helped to force Gustin out of bounds. So from the 40-yard line, no gain officially on the play, but now 3rd and 13. Gonna fire a pass to his left. It's complete to about the 31-yard line. That's Caden Francis on the reception, but it's 9 yards. They needed 13, so brings up 4th down and about 4.
Well, if you know you was going for it on 4th down, if you was going to be 4th and less than 5, that was a really good play.
This is Miami East. If they do go for it, it will be their first 4th down attempt of the night. Northwestern already 2 for 2, including 1 touchdown.
I'm curious if Northwestern's going to blitz here. They played coverage and they played, soft on that 3rd and long, but it's 4th and medium. I see them. Here comes the extra blitzer.
Need to get to the 27-yard line. Gustin trying to scramble. Gets past one man and should have enough by my read.
I call it short, but we'll find out.
Needed to get to the 27. Looked like he dove forward maybe had he stayed up. But we'll find out.
They're getting a look. They're looking. They haven't made a decision. It's going to be close.
We're going to
You said so. I said no.
We're going to have a measurement.
We're going to find out.
I think Gustin got it with that extra dive. Had he not dove forward, maybe he would have been stopped short.
Here comes a chain gang.
Not often we see this, but a pivotal measurement. It comes with just under 10.5 to go in the half. Vikings trying to drive and potentially tie the game.
Let's see who's right between you and I. It looks like you might get it. Ooh, I think I was right.
That's a stand. Well predicted, Keith.
Ooh, the nose of his ball. Good camera work there.
That is as close as you can get
you don't get any closer than that.
without actually picking up the first down. Here's a replay. Again, Gustin did well to get through the hole. And I thought that dive was enough in my view, but...
Wow. That was a classic left foot, right foot. If you're saying the right foot is short, left foot, it makes it. You know, when the line judge, coming in for the mark.
Credit to the Northwestern defense for doing just enough to force a turnover on downs, and now they take over with 10:26 to go in the second quarter, and they will do so at their own 28-yard line.
It was a good defensive stop by Northwestern's defense.
First time we've seen Smith line up directly under center, a handoff to Allen. That's good for about 5.5 yards past the 30-yard line. In the meantime, if you want to share with us where you're interacting with us, be sure to use the Facebook handle at Dayton247now. Whether you're at the game or watching from home on MyTV Dayton or watching our stream live on our Facebook channel, Dayton247now is the handle to use on Facebook. As a short handoff up the middle, that was good for about 2 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 38.
As I look at Preston Allen, I said he reminds me of somebody that I watched in high school from many years ago. That's myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I was 6'2", 225. So you wonder how big I looked in high school. That's what I was. 6'2", 225, same as Preston Allen.
Bit of a bobbled snap, but Smith controls it. He's going to be met, though, behind the line of scrimmage, or maybe he dove forward enough to get the friendly spot, and it might be another first down upcoming for the Warriors.
I'm not going to make a call this time.
Well,
you're correct.
I thought it was all he could do just to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no, Smith needed 3 yards, and Reed Smith gets the first down presented by Bathmasters. It comes with just over 9 minutes to go to halftime. Smith with a bubble screen. That's Renan Smith on the reception. But only good for about a couple yards. Brings up 2nd and long. Evan Maxson on the stop for the Vikings.
The sophomore Maxson there is a nice hit.
And we mentioned the juniors and sophomores. Not many seniors on both teams. They have youth, and they're also bringing a lot of experience as well.
They're both teams going to be good for a long time. Screen.
Smith again intended for Renan Smith. He makes the catch, but was hit immediately at the point of contact by Caleb Staley, and also number 22, Brandon Stone, combining for the stop for no gain.
He's going to feel that in the morning as well as tonight, that hit. So you want to play football, you got to take hits like that. Good catch. Held on to the football.
I should clarify, that was all Brandon Stone. He found himself face-to-face with Renan Smith, and he gets credit for the solo tackle. But now a huge opportunity here for the Miami East defense.
Brandon Stone was a stone hitter there. Went to a brick wall.
Now can they force another punt, and we may see a timeout taken, or they're needing to reset the play clock. Northwestern quickly hurrying to the line.
We have quite a game here tonight. Fans on both stands are excited about their football team. Play action.
On 3rd down and long, Smith.
Got it.
That pass complete to Mason McDermott. It's past the 50-yard line to the 44-yard line of Miami East. And again, on 3rd down, Northwestern not panicking, waiting for opportunities, and that's good for a first down presented by Bathmasters.
Another way to keep a drive alive.
So ball placed at the Miami East 45 as both teams driving Neither team has yet entered the Donato's delivery zone. We'll see if that does occur. The lone score of this game was a 30-yard completion, a 30-yard touchdown pass on 4th down. We'll see if this drive does indeed get into the Donato's delivery zone. Preston Allen nearly ran into his own man, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. All he can do to get 1 yard at most, but good adjustments by the Vikings defenders to limit the gain.
Yeah, that was the mesh point in the backfield. He was trying to get a little misdirection. The timing is just a little off there.
But again, needing multiple Vikings defenders. The one screen pass where Stone, that was really kind of the first or one of the few instances we've seen where on either side only one player required to make a tackle. Most of the time we needed to see multiple players for a stop.
Yeah, both teams, you can tell they're well coached, fundamentally sound.
On 2nd down from the 45, a swing pass to Mason McDermott. Tried to get around one man, but it was Evan Maxson who made contact, and McDermott does get a positive gain, but only for about 2 yards. It will bring up 2nd and 8.
You know, the coach in me wants to tell Mason, catch the ball, get the shoulder, go straight up the field. Don't run east-west. Go north-south. It's in the short side of the field, not a lot of room to cut against the grain. This is varsity football. Get away with that in junior high and pee-wees. The varsity guys are much faster, bigger, and stronger. And he knows that. Come on, Mason, get up the field.
Again, that to clarify, that was 2nd and 10 that previous play. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Ball needs to get to the Miami East 35-yard line. If they don't get any closer right now, they'd be looking at a 60-yard field goal. I'm not sure they would be attempting that. As Smith on 3rd down, that pass nearly intercepted. Is it caught?
No. I wish we had high school instant replay. Because I don't think that ball ever hit the ground. It hit between his legs.
Miles Estes was the intended receiver, but it looked to go through the hands of a Viking defender who had a great shot at an interception.
Let me see. I don't see it. I don't see it hitting the ground. It's between his legs. How about this angle?
There it is. There, I saw it come loose.
It did. But it can look, it's between his legs, between his legs. I'm an offensive guy. Catch is good. Catch is good.
Well, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 8. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th downs for the game, but Smith gets by one man, able to run to his right, got the 40, trips and should have enough for a 1st down inside the 35-yard line. Reed Smith quickly found himself under pressure, but did not panic, and that's enough for a 1st down presented by Bathmasters, and the Warriors are 3 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
How about that one? Taking, he avoids the sack, and then he knows where the sticks are. That's playing with heart. He slipped. He looked like he almost slipped a little short of the 1st down.
He did.
But I don't think his knee hit all the way before he reached out for it.
They needed 8. They got 9. So they set up at the Miami East 34-yard line with just over 5 minutes to go in the half. As Smith looking downfield. This pass is going to be low. Nearly intercepted by Miami East. And Camden Wolf will be wanting a do-over on that sequence. He nearly had a key interception for Miami East.
Boy.
Here's a look at the replay where Smith was able to keep his feet up just enough.
Yeah, look at the ball. He's down. He's down a little short of the 1st down.
Oh, my.
The referees kind of missed that one.
And now here's the near pick, the most recent play. He was trying to thread the ball, looked like to number 8, Luke Fissel, a little underthrown and nearly picked off by Camden Wolf. So it's 2nd down, screen pass out to Allen, who has a convoy. Going to be stopped short of the 1st down, right at about the 25-yard line, but it will bring up 3rd and 1 as the clock runs now under 5 minutes to halftime.
Tackled by Wilson Maxson. Coming third down, Northwestern.
Well, this has been an entertaining game. Both teams making plays. And
yes.
Now for Miami East, it's can you get the ball back, preferably without giving up any points and putting yourself in the 2-score hole like you did last week.
Miami East has only had the ball twice. This is the 3rd drive for Northwestern.
Yep.
Every possession counts.
Very much so.
It's not going to be one of those games where both teams get the ball 5 or 6 times a half.
This is Smith on the keeper. He only needs 1. He should have enough for about 1, and that will be enough for a 1st down to about the 23-yard line. That will move the chains for a Warrior 1st down presented by Bathmasters. I'm just going to make a raw prediction here. We're not going to have a 67-55 score like we saw with Sidney and Stebbins last week in week 2.
I think that would be a safe bet. That's a safe prediction, that's for sure.
But at the same time, both teams have been making plays. That needs to be said. This has been an entertaining first half, and definitely looking forward to how this game unfolds. First down, a swing pass out to Preston Allen. He's quickly able to break one tackle and break inside the 20-yard line.
That's a load coming at you.
Not a first down, but it does move Northwestern into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. Again, multiple Viking defenders making that stop in order to prevent Allen from picking up more yards. As it is, he puts the Warriors at the Viking 19-yard line.
Yeah, I said the defensive back said, "Oh man, help! Come!" When I was a rookie with the Philadelphia Eagles, I'll tell you a story after this play.
Yep. Just over 3 minutes to go in the half. It's Smith on the QB keeper. Quickly getting to the right side past one man. And Reed Smith will race in from 19 yards out for a Warrior touchdown. The hole broke open, and Northwestern has established a 2-touchdown lead. And that touchdown presented by Donato's.
Great run there.
And it came off the back of another 4th down conversion. 3 for 3, and they have 2 touchdowns as a result of those 3 4th down conversions.
Hey, Reed Smith did an excellent job of getting that, directing that whole drive, as well as getting his team in the end zone. Every point counts.
Hunter Stacy's point after attempt is good, and with 3 minutes to go in the half, it's a 14-0 lead for the Warriors. Can Miami East respond on Thursday Night Lights? Beautiful shot at the sunset here in Clark County as 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Northwestern has increased their lead to 14-0 thanks to a 19-yard touchdown run by quarterback Reed Smith. He has both scored through the air and on the ground. A very efficient night so far for the Warriors. And now Miami East, they're in a situation they're not used to, or I should say they were just in 6 nights ago against Carlisle, and they were able to rally and win by 16 when all was said and done, but certainly they were hoping to keep it a much closer affair in week number 3. This kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. Hunter Stacy will send it away. He's going to go with a short kick toward the sideline. It's going to be caught about the 36-yard line, and that's where Miami East will start their next drive. Week 3 of Thursday Night Lights, the Warriors with a 14-0 lead. Just about 3 minutes to go in the first half from Northwestern High School. The Warriors with a 14-0 lead, and another look at the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. The Northwestern community definitely fired up to see the Warriors attempt to close non-conference play with a 3-0 record, and certainly they have been treated to outstanding play from both the Warriors and the Vikings. As Miami East gets set for their 3rd drive on offense. This screen pass completes to Caden Francis quickly past the 40 for another big gain, and it will set up 2nd and manageable for the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is only their 3rd time getting the ball. They, got in scoring territory the last drive. It came up a little short on 4th down. But there's no need to panic here. All you want is to get points on the board. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. And they get the ball to start up the second half, so they can get something on the board before halftime, and they open the drive, the 3rd quarter with points. They'll be right back where they want to be.
And that play will certainly help. Aaron Mills up the left side for a first down pass midfield. As we take a look at the Thursday Night Lights Arby's scoring summary, Reed Smith from 18 yards out caps off a 72-yard 15-play drive that really began actually with a turnover on downs. The Warrior defense was able to hold. I thought KJ Gustin on the QB keeper had enough to move the chains, and I was ruled against. Of course, I'm not the referee, so it's not my call to make.
But you play one on TV.
But here is Gustin rolling to his right.
There. Get what you can get and get out of bounds.
And that's the most important thing now with just over 2 minutes to go. He gets out of bounds. That stops the clock.
I mean, this is the 2nd time they've had the ball, and they are already, in Warrior territory.
So 2nd and 1 after a gain of 9 inside the 40-yard line. Need to get to about the 38. It's a handoff to Mills up the right tackle. Has it up for a first down and a good gain past the 35. into about the 33-yard line. So Aaron Mills with another first down run. That's presented by Bathmasters.
No need to panic right now. The clock is still your friend. You're in plus territory. 1st and 10. Clock stops on the first down, so still run your regular offense.
On first down, a lateral pass nearly bobbled her. It's not a lateral pass. It was forward, but Lincoln Littlejohn had some trouble securing the ball, and just as well as it was forward, it stops the clock and just brings up second down.
Yeah, you don't see Lincoln Littlejohn drop the ball too many times. He's worried about trying to make a big play. You got to look the ball all the way in. He's starting to take his eyes off it.
I'm not
it looks like a lateral.
Convinced that's a forward pass. I think Miami East may have gotten the break there. Or at the very least, Littlejohn would have been right there to secure the ball and prevent a lost fumble. Gustin with the option pitch. This is Littlejohn. Gets past one man inside the 30, but looks like Northwestern was arguing for a face mask. I don't see a flag.
Old school option. Oh, it's just a stiff arm for the offense. They hardly ever call that face mask.
I am not the
face mask.
I will say I'm not the referee. That's what I will say. So inside the 30-yard line, 3rd and about 5 with a minute 20 and counting on the game clock. Gustin looking to the end zone. He's got a man. It's Haymaker. And he pulls down the catch for a Viking touchdown. Yeah. Jack Haymaker. That's a Viking touchdown presented by Donato's.
Great job, Haymaker. Wow. That's knowing your personnel. You just trusting them. I like my guy, over your two guys. When Randy Moss was playing, that's what said you got mossed.
Exactly. Well, this time he got Haymaker with a minute 11 left.
Got points on the board before the half.
Staley to attempt the extra point to bring it back to a 7-point game. And the kick is good, and especially important because, I don't know if I mentioned this yet in the second quarter, Miami East, they lost the coin toss. They're going to be getting the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, I was just talking, they got a chance to go back-to-back. If they can just keep Northwestern out of the end zone this last minute 11. Great catch. High-pointed the ball, didn't let it come down. Go get it at the high point, all hands. If we try to body catch that one, that wouldn't be a catch.
Two Warrior defenders in pursuit were Renan Smith and Mason McDermott, and it looked like it was a little behind Haymaker, but credit to Haymaker for the adjustment to make the catch for a touchdown.
Nice catch. Haymaker, you're going to remember that catch a long time. You go back to your 10 and 20-year class reunion. Hey, remember that catch I made on Thursday Night Lights?
That may very well be play of the game, regardless of who wins tonight.
Yes, it's going to get some votes, that's for sure.
Two weeks ago, we were at Eaton. The Eagles won, but it was Greenville who had an 83-yard pass for a touchdown in the second half. That proved to be their only touchdown of the game, but it was still our play of the game.
It was.
So a much-needed score for the Miami East offense makes it 14-7 with 1:11 to go in the second quarter, and now they will kick off. Now the option for Lance Lambert and the Warriors. You have 2 timeouts. You're not going to have the ball to start the second half. Do you try to get at least in field goal range, give yourself a chance to add points to your lead?
Yes. Yes, because, both these teams have had it 3 times. This is the 4th time Northwestern's going to get the football, and both teams have done something with it. Not always got points, but they've had positive, yards out of each possession. So every possession counts, including this one with a minute 6 to play.
Ty Romine on the return of the Carroll Wirtz Tire kickoff as we take a look at the RB scoring summary. 28 yards, the touchdown pass, capping a 63-yard, 7-play drive for the Vikings. That puts them on the board, and they've been in this situation before. They were just in this situation 6 nights ago against Carlisle, so they're feeling that, hey, we can do this. This is very much a look as we get set for the first play of Northwestern's 4th drive. A screen pass out to Fissel, quickly got by one man, quickly breaking past the 45-yard line. near midfield. That's good for a Northwestern first down, presented by Bathmasters. Luke Fissel on the reception.
Well, one-man screen there. You know, all the pressure, all the players, the play action went left. He left the lineman backside in the receiver. He just go one-on-one ball, and what a play. Good drive starter.
On 1st and 10, another pass out to Mason McDermott. He's quickly met. That's going to be a loss on the play behind the line of scrimmage. And on the spot for Miami East, it looked to be number 22, I want to say, Brandon Stone, and we call a timeout.
Yeah, when Brandon Stone hits you, you're usually done.
Yep.
Yeah, I get my hands on you. You're not going any place else. Great, good open field tackle again out of Brandon Stone.
Well, again, we thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Lights. And, again, be sure to join us 7 more weeks. We've got a great high school football action to look forward to. I know next week we are going back to a matchup that the two of us did last week, and we also had this on our air 2 years ago. But next week, a return to Trotwood, the Alter Knights and Trotwood Madison Rams. You can watch us over the air on channel 22.3 or channel 24 on Spectrum, or we will be streaming live on Facebook.com/Dayton247 now. That's the Alter Knights, the defending Division IV state runner-up, looking to continue their momentum after a big win last Friday against Withrow. They are on the road tonight, I believe, tomorrow, I should say. As this pass complete to Renan Smith, that's complete for a...
Didn't get out of bounds, so the clock is still going to go.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down as well. They're just past midfield.
If he got a first down, it would have stopped, but he's short of the first down. Didn't get out of bounds, so that's good. Again, Stone on the tackle.
Brandon.
He hits you, you're done.
So Northwestern operating with urgency. This pass over the middle complete, but it is again short to Renan Smith, and that is again...
You want to waste your last time out right here, or let it run out.
Well, the clock now running at 10 seconds and counting, as we are just moments away from the halftime show. We'll have interviews with members of both the Northwestern and the Miami East communities. Also, Tage takes us off the turf, a chance to check out the various communities in this area, because we're not really in Springfield proper, and we're also not quite in the community of Northampton. It's kind of in between the two communities. So Tage had a chance to check out the various communities that make up the Northwestern high school population. Also, be sure to tune in to mytv.com. Coming up in just a few moments, Dateline immediately following the game. Again, that's right here on MyTV Dayton. Again, 14-7. They did stop the clock with exactly 1 second left.
Sounds like they're going to go deep.
Why not? You are at the 45-yard line, so it's not completely unreasonable. The opponent 45-yard line. One man to protect in the backfield for Reed Smith. Trying to buy time. He quickly fires it downfield, but dropped. Mason McDermott had a hand on it, but just took his eye off the ball, and that's how the first half will end. So Northwestern with a 14-7 lead after 2 touchdowns on their opening first drive, and Tage Joshi is with Northwestern head coach Lance Lambert.
Coach, you guys are leading 14-7 at half. A lot of power running and some beautiful throws. What was the key for getting your offense ready to go in that first half?
Well, I think we came out with a game plan and executed it well in the first half. We got to clean some things up later on, in the first half. Got a little sloppy there, but other than that, everything just came out and re-executed really well.
What's your key to continuing success into the second half?
We just got to come out with better purpose. We fell off there at the end there, lack of execution on the defensive side of the ball. So we got to come back with a better purpose, better execution.
Coach, I'll let you get back to those guys and get ready for the second half. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Of course. Let's send that back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tage. Halftime show is next. We've got a good one in Clark County. 14-7, the Warriors lead the Vikings on Thursday Night Lights.
The score is 14-7 here at halftime. Of course, Northwestern is leading, and we are continuing our Thursday Night Lights series by highlighting the home team and the away team and chatting with administrators and community leaders from both schools throughout halftime. Of course, my name is Tage Joshi, and we are hanging out with today the superintendent of Northwestern Schools, and of course, one of our community leaders who we'll get to in just a moment, who's very involved in a local charity that is doing big things at tonight's game and beyond. Gentlemen, before we dive into everything, is everybody feeling good at tonight's halftime so far?
I think it's been a great evening so far. When you look at the scoreboard, 14-7, we'll take that.
Yeah, it's been awesome here tonight.
Let's talk about your community. When we talk about Northwestern schools, tell me more about what that means to you as a superintendent. Who are you guys as a school district?
We're a great school district. We're made up of about 1,800 kids. It's a K-12 campus setting, so everything is on site, which is great. You've got the track, stadium, softball, baseball. Everything is right here. Brings everyone together and so forth. So the community comes together and supports us. So we appreciate it a lot.
As you said, this brings the community together, and I want to highlight a way the community is coming together. Tell me a little bit about the nonprofit you and your family have founded and who it's in honor of.
Yeah, we founded the Barrett Strong Foundation in 2019 after our son Barrett passed away from liver cancer. Our goal, our logo has the boxing gloves, and our goal is to knock out pediatric cancer. So that's what we try to do. We raise funds to support a doctor over at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus. And we've been able, since 2020, we've been able to donate $100,000 to that cancer research group.
Our second selection is from Led Zeppelin.
And I really do mean this. It's great that your family has turned a tragedy into a way to help more people. We are just about out of time. If you notice the gold shirts they're wearing, a lot of folks here are wearing them tonight in honor of the Barrett Strong Foundation. We appreciate both of you being here today and chatting with us. Thank you so much. We have more of our halftime show with administrators from the away team. That's coming up next. For now, though, here's a quick commercial break.
The Halftime Report is sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
The score is 14-7 here at halftime. Northwestern leads Miami East, and we are chatting with administrators from both the home and away team, now joined by our friend Eric Hughes from Miami East. Of course, not quite the score you're looking for right now, but a strong competitive game. How are you guys feeling and going into the second half?
Yeah, I think we had a couple missed opportunities in the first half. We had the possession where we had a chance for 2 interceptions. We dropped them both. I think we're going to come back and have a strong second half like we did last week.
Of course, football is just part of what we're talking about today. We want to focus on talking about the community. For those who don't know Miami East, when we talk about who you guys are, tell me more about your district and who you are to the core.
Right, so Miami East, we have around 1,350 kids. We are a real tight-knit community. We get a lot of great community support at all of our events, great family support. Anything we do, it's built around our communities.
Community is a key word, and of course, we're watching football tonight. That's a big part of community and fall sports. Tell me about any other part of your fall sports lineup that people at home may not know about, but they definitely should know about.
All right, so we always offer great sports. All of our sports teams do a fantastic job. Tonight we have golf going on, golf, boys and girls, volleyball, high school and junior high, and both our soccer teams are playing. So we have a full load of activities tonight. Come out and check out our home soccer games, all of our volleyball games. You'll have a great performance. Our kids do a great job, just like our band tonight right behind us. They're doing a fantastic job as well.
Your band doing a great job, and of course your student section well-traveled for an away team. We, of course, are just now about out of time. Thank you so much. And coming up after this next commercial break, it'll be time for our Scholar Athlete and our Thursday Nights Off the Turf. That's all coming up after this commercial break. The score is 14-7 here at halftime. Northwestern is leading Miami East, and we are continuing our halftime coverage by chatting with the lead sponsor of our Thursday Night Lights series. We are excited to have Cameron Langer from Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken hanging out with us tonight. My friend Cameron, how are you doing?
Doing great, Tish. How are you?
Of course, I am doing well, and my first and I think most important question for you is we are thankful you are sponsoring this, allowing us to put on these wonderful shows every Thursday. Tell me why are you and your team excited to promote high school football in this way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these kids work so hard. You know, it goes year round. So they work really hard for this moment, and we're happy to capture it for them.
Well, as I said, we are thankful you are sponsoring the show, so we are going to give you the opportunity to highlight some of the things you guys are doing at Lee's. That way everybody knows what's going on. And as I understand it, spicy wings are back, or they're new?
They're new, absolutely. So we have our new spicy wings just in time for football season. They're available in 6, 12, and 20 count. So stop by your local Lee's and get yours today.
And of course, we also got to shout out another part of what you can get at Lee's, something that is very well known by our broadcast crew here, the Buckeye Box. Tell me more.
Absolutely. Buckeye Box. Keith Byars is affiliated with it. Comes with 4 strips, potato wedges, and 2 sauces.
As always, thank you so much to you and your team for sponsoring Thursday Night Lights. Without that, this show would not be possible. And of course, we love doing the show. So thank you so much, my friend Cameron.
Thank you, Tate.
Of course, we are going to continue our halftime coverage by telling you about student athletes who are doing great work in their community. Time now for our Scholar Athletes.
Throughout the 2024 season, the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group will recognize an exceptional senior student scholar athlete from each participating school. Here are this week's Jeff Schmidt Auto Group Scholar Athletes. From Miami East, Jacqueline Cadle. Jacqueline has a 4.176 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. She's been the president of her class for 4 years and is a member of Student Council. Jacqueline is a member of the Vikings varsity softball and basketball teams and was named the Three Rivers Conference Player of the Year in softball, and twice has been named a TRC Honorable Mention in basketball. She's a 3-year academic all-conference member in both basketball and softball. Jacqueline is an active member of the Elite Livestock 4-H Club, has participated in various community service activities, and is a Miami East Blue Crew student leader. From Northwestern, Elena Fries. Elena has a 4.1 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society and has been named to the Dean's List at Sinclair Community College for 2 years. She's a member of the Northwestern cross country, track and field, and the cheer teams for football and basketball. Elena has been named the CBC Athlete of the Month and is the CBC pole vault champion. She holds the school record for pole vault at 11 feet. Elena is a volunteer for Paws for Ability and also volunteers at her church. She's active in the Clark County 4-H and represents the Northwestern High School student body as vice president. She hopes to further her education in the medical field and to participate in athletics in college.
The Jeff Schmidt Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete Award, featured on Thursday Night Lights. We are honored to recognize these scholar athletes from all over the Miami Valley for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements.
I'm attorney Michael Allwright. I'm proud to be a sponsor of Thursday Night Lights again this year. I'm happy to take part in such a great community event. It is an honor to support this sponsorship, bringing families, communities, and people together to celebrate the sportsmanship of all athletes. Let's all celebrate together, and remember, if you've been injured in an accident, make the right choice.
Northwestern leads Miami East 14-7 here at halftime. Of course, great highlights from tonight's matchup, but we now want to show you great highlights from around the entire country in the world of high school football.
The best Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Trying to get into the end zone, he does. Let's see what happens, never know. And it is caught!
No way!
It's in the end zone! Touchdown for Stroudsburg. Ethan Dutzik with a North American Warhorse touchdown.
Launches, and that one is going to be picked. Sean Legros. Legros makes a cut. Sean Legros.
Great block. Second down and goal. Quick pass, and now they're going to try the double pass. Looking long in the end zone. Is it caught? Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown, Dakari Shakes, another People's Bank of Alabama touchdown. And we've got second down and goal inside the 10. Quick pass over the shoulder. Touchdown. Corey Barber, his second touchdown of the night, another People's Bank of Alabama touchdown. Boy. And the
Raider wants it all, has a man, it's caught. It's Jay Timmons who dives across the goal line for an SE Tire touchdown.
With the trophy leading the celebration tonight.
Great highlights from across the entire country, but now I want to highlight the local community here around Northwestern High School. I spent the day exploring this community as part of our Thursday Night Lights Off the Turf series.
Additional staff include.
Our Thursday Night Lights series brought our team to Northwestern High School in Clark County. The school is representative of a smaller, more rural community. And it is local businesses and friendly faces that make this smaller community a great place to live, or in my case, a great place to spend a day. Vittles and Grits is a community hotspot with delicious breakfast options. But the community feel here is at the true heart of this restaurant. I sat down with some regulars to take in a slice of life at this breakfast joint. In fact, some of the regulars told me they even come here to eat more than 10 times a week. The owner of Vittles and Grits told me she loves this smaller community and the people that come with it.
It is rural. I mean, you're out of the city, just far enough, but everybody kind of gets along. You look out for your neighbors. Just a good place.
Now, they have good tasting food here, like their amazing pancakes. A strawberry pancake. What do we need to know about this pancake?
Cheesecake stuffed and then covered with fresh strawberries, Cool Whip, powdered sugar. So pretty sweet. If you have a sweet tooth, that's a good go-to.
Describe that first bite for me. If I took a bite out of that pancake, what would it taste like?
Heaven. Just heavenly.
And just like Aaron said, I believe this first bite of this delicious, unique-looking pancake is going to be like a bite of heaven, just like the community feelings here at this wonderful establishment. Oh, good. Another staple local business in this part of Clark County is Pendleton's Produce, a great spot to buy fresh farm goods, mums, and so much more. Scott Pendleton is the charismatic owner of this produce shop, and when he's not out tending to his land, he is making sure his business runs in a neighborly way.
We get people from everywhere. But we try to cater to our local people, and we put back into the community. We donate money, we do this and that, and if people need, for a fund drive, we donate things for gift baskets and stuff. Try to give back. I try to treat people like the way I want to be treated.
There are so many other cool parts of this area with iconic ice cream stands like Fence Dairy Corner and even local properties that you can see off the main road that have animals like emus and zebras. Overall, a great local community to visit.
The Halftime Report has been sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
Welcome back to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights. Northwestern with a 14-7 lead as we are just about ready to start the second half of play. Remember, Miami East is getting the ball first because Northwestern won the toss and elected to receive, and they were very methodical going downfield, taking up just over 5 minutes of game clock as Xander Stacy will be set to kick this off. The kickoff presented by Carol Ward's Tire Company. 3 men are back deep for Miami East. Looks like Lincoln Littlejohn, Caden Francis, and Jack Haybaker. But here we go. The first kickoff to start the second half. It will be Miami East ball going right to left across your screen. And a short kickoff taken by Stacy. It's going to be taken by one of the up men. Looks like Lincoln Littlejohn. He's forced out of bounds around the 35-yard line. As Keith Byars, we've had a great first half and definitely looking forward to seeing more of these stats pile up, especially more than just the 3 touchdowns.
You look at Miami East, their stats, they're pretty balanced. 53 yards rushing, 83 passing, and Northwestern, a little bit more yards passing, but they've run the ball, and, this game is a pretty close game. Even though Northwestern was up by 7, it almost feels like it's an even game. And, Miami East is getting the ball to start the second half. They come out and get points here. It's going to be a fourth-quarter game no matter what. When I say fourth-quarter game, I mean who's going to play the best and the longest in the fourth quarter, because I think it's going to go down to that. So every possession is counted in the first half. Expect the same in the second.
So on the first play from scrimmage in the second half, it's Aaron Mills at carry up the middle, and he's quickly met for a gain of about 2 yards before being stopped. Going to bring up second and long. The one thing that stuck out to me on that stat sheet, no turnovers. However, Miami East did have a turnover on downs in Northwestern territory in the second quarter. Northwestern, by contrast, 3 for 3 on fourth downs, and one of those fourth down conversions was a 30-yard touchdown pass.
Well, how about that? And so they know the importance of it. That's why they took the ball to start the game. And here we go again. They got a first down, and
Caden Francis on the reception. Indeed, that is out to the 46-yard line, so that's good for a Miami East first down presented by Arby's.
You know, and I'll say Northwestern had the ball 3.5 times in that first half because they ran out a clock at the end of the first half, and they had a good, decent drive going there. It's ran out of time, so every possession counts.
And we've got a flag before the snap.
I didn't see the movement.
Neither did
Dead
I.
ball, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Well, that's a break in Miami East's favor because each of their first two drives, first drive ended in a punt, and that was largely because a bobbled snap forced a massive loss on the play. Second drive, they were driving well until they ran into a holding penalty, I think it was, as we give credit to our closed caption sponsor tonight, Thrush & Sons.
You don't mind a 1st and 5.
1st and 5. It is Bills up the middle, quickly going to get a gain of about 2.5, so cutting that down already. Again, those of you just joining us, we welcome you to Northwestern Clark County, just northwest of Springfield, Ohio. And if you want to follow us on X, be sure to use the Dayton 247 Now handle, at Dayton 247 Now. Whether you're watching the game from the stadium or watching from home, as that pass complete, that's good for a first down. Lincoln Littlejohn on the reception. He was very busy for the Vikings, and this catch results in another Miami East first down presented by Arby's.
Yeah, nice catch, nice throw, moving the chains. You know, this is a beautiful venue, too. I mean, I don't know what anyone's doing tonight in the Northwest Springfield County, Clark County, but this is the place to be. You know, Northwestern, the stands are full over here. Miami East, they got nice, good following over there. Thursday night football, it's Thursday night lights, bring it out of you.
Exactly, yeah. And this is a busy week. A lot of the Clark County high schools are home. We got Northwestern here tonight. Springfield is home against Trotwood tomorrow. Springfield Shawnee is hosting Tecumseh tomorrow. So two Clark County schools facing each other. A lot of high school football to look forward to in this county of Ohio. Gustin got a man open. Jack Haymaker was the intended receiver just beyond his reach. Haymaker had a circus catch for a touchdown in the second quarter, nearly one in the third.
Well, if he could have led him a little bit more to, just a little, lead him a little bit more toward the goalpost and bring it down, he could run up under it.
Miles Estes was the Warrior defender who was covering Haymaker. Looked to have a step on him. But Haymaker, again, we've already seen one outstanding catch on his part. This is Littlejohn, quickly to about the 35-yard line, and he's going to drag the defender forward to pick up an extra yard. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, I think it's still 4 down territory from here. If they don't get it on 3rd down, barring a big loss, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So if you're Northwestern, you know, don't think you just got to stop them on 3rd down. You got to stop them on 3rd and 4th down.
Well, this drive already coming up on 2.5 minutes. Again, Northwestern had the opening drive of the game. That drive topped 5 minutes as Bill's up the right side. He waited for a hole to break and still on his feet inside the first down to the 21-yard line. Aaron Mills, that's good for a Miami East first down presented by Arby's.
You know, I haven't said much about either offensive line thus far tonight, but that time, that Miami East offensive line, they went and got it, opened up the holes on 3rd and short, and, Northwestern's offensive line, when they get the ball, you see they're pretty, special also.
On first down, Gustin thought about throwing to his right, now trying to buy time, throwing to the end zone, and will just throw it just over the head of Lincoln Littlejohn, brings up 2nd and 10.
Usually I have that ball that long.
He thought about throwing it a little bit earlier, then decided to try and buy some time, but now looks like a flag on the play.
It may be a legal man downfield. Not sure, but usually when the quarterback is scrambling, have it up low, you might think he's going to keep it, and when a lineman have a tendency to take one step too far away from the line of scrimmage. But we'll see.
Even though Littlejohn was the only receiver who could have, and they're waving it off. Littlejohn was the only receiver who could have reasonably caught that ball, and it was certainly within his reach. You can't call it intentional grounding either.
No, not at that. And the ball went beyond the line of scrimmage.
There is Hunter Folkerts-Buss, second year as the Vikings head coach. It is also his first year as Miami East High School's athletic director. So
two hats.
Not the only one in the state to carry both hats, but this is his first year of both hats. Here is Mills up the middle, and A positive gain, and that does move Miami East for the first time tonight into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
Good play. That little cross buck action, you're pulling your guard. They love to pull and, get a chance to earhole a defensive player.
Third down and about 2 from the 13-yard line.
Other side.
Great call from Francis. Got behind the defender, nearly broke free for a touchdown, and it was all the Northwestern defense could do to prevent Francis from strolling into the end zone.
Yeah, good call. They even fooled me on that one. Good play action fake.
Regardless, it is a first down pickup presented by Arby's, and for the first time tonight, it's a goal-to-go situation for either team. We haven't seen that yet tonight until now. It's first and goal as the Vikings are inside the 10.
They've taken almost 4 minutes off this play clock to open up the third quarter. Got an excellent drive going here.
Bills the handoff. Nearly got by one man. Otherwise, he was home into the end zone. As it is, he does move inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. And that was Preston Allen on the stop.
I remarked in the first half, it's almost like looking in the mirror with the way these two teams play. And, this is how the game started with Northwestern taking opening drive at a half and going down getting points. And Miami East right now just done the same thing.
And it is indeed Aaron Mills from 3 yards out for a touchdown on Miami East's first drive of the second half. And that touchdown presented by Donato's. We're an extra point away from a tie.
Yeah, that's why it was so crucial for Miami East to get points there at the end of the first half, knowing they're getting the ball at the beginning of the third quarter, the second half. So when it was 14-0, they got those points and made it 14-7. Knowing they have to just stop them at the end of the first half, you get the ball back up to like a make-it-take-it situation, and kickers up and good.
Caleb Staley does indeed
can't draw it up any better.
So we are tied at 14-all. An effective opening drive to the second half for the Vikings. A crescent moon overlooking the Miami Valley on this first Thursday of September 2024 as we welcome you back to Lee's Thursday Night Lights presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers. Matt Digby, Keith Byars, and Tage Joshi greeting you from Northwestern High School. There's a look at the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. A couple of Northwestern fans, a father and son, they're definitely hoping the Warriors can reestablish momentum after they had it, and now Miami East has firmly taken it the last part of the first half and now in the second half.
I always talk about momentum. If you have it, keep it. If you don't, go get it, because momentum is going to be on somebody's sideline. There's a penalty already. But, man, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You know your moons. I only know 2 moons, half moon and full moon.
Exactly.
So you got the crescent moon on them.
Hey, it looks like a crescent.
How many moons are there?
I want to say like 12.
Well, I know there's at least 3 because you just...
Exactly, yeah.
I knew I should have paid attention better in astronomy class.
Yeah, I will say science
was
science?
Not... Which one is it?
Well, science was not my strong suit. If I'm being completely transparent, I was always more of a history and a math guy myself. But shout out to all of the educators. Education is important. But offside
I think
on the
maybe
call.
somebody's going to call in and tell us how many moons there are. Send it to our producers.
Maybe next week.
No, I mean types of moons. That's what I should say.
Our producer, Aaliyah Baker, telling us that was a waning crescent.
Waning
I do know
crescent.
that waning crescent and waxing crescent. I don't know the difference between those, but I do know that those are terms that do exist.
I just thought of another one, Bad Moon Rising.
This kickoff presented by Carol Works Tire Company.
Oh,
this is Ty Romine quickly out to the 35. One broken tackle and trying to keep off
boy,
space.
he may go all
and
the
Ty
way.
Romine, no flag on the play. That's a kickoff return for a Northwestern touchdown.
What a play.
And that's how the Warriors regain momentum at 7:30 of the third quarter. And I do see a flag, though, back at the 20, at the 36.
No. 24, offense.
I spoke too soon. I did not see any flag.
I didn't see it either. I was just talking about momentum, and if you don't have it, go get it. And that was getting the momentum right away.
What a moment that would have been for Ty Romine. As it is, Northwestern will still keep the ball. It will just be a 1st and 10 and not celebrating a touchdown.
I know the Miami East sideline is relieved. There's a flag on the play.
So there's Will Nichols, our referee. He's let the teams play so far tonight. There have been a couple plays that we have seen and we'll see here. This was Romine carrying up the left side. And right there at the very left side of your screen, the two players involved just went out of frame. That was, I think, the call on the play. Not Mason McDermott. He was not involved in the play, and it was off there to the side.
Yeah, sit on your right of the screen.
On the right side.
Got him wrapped up a little bit.
So that negates what would have been a touchdown return. As it is still a first down for Northwestern. And Reed Smith quickly breaking free out to the 36-yard line. That's going to be good for a Northwestern first down presented by Arby. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we have a football game.
Not a 70-yard return, but it is a 10-yard run, enough for a first down.
Yes, I mean, you see Northwestern saying, hey, we still got some momentum. You know, this offense hasn't been on the field in quite some time.
And Preston Allen has not had a carry in quite some time either. Here's his first carry of the second half, out past the 40 to about the 40. No, they'll mark him at the 40 for a gain of 3.
You know, they had the ball at the end of the half, and then you had halftime. And then the opening drive of the third quarter, the offense hasn't been there well.
So there's the 60-yard, 12-play Arby scoring summary for the Vikings. Again, finishing with a 4-yard rushing touchdown from Aaron Mills to bring us level. Miami East in the exact same position they were 6 nights ago against Carlisle. They were down multiple touchdowns, but they did not panic. They won against the Indians, and now they're trying to win again here and get to 3-0 before starting Three Rivers Conference play.
I mean, you know, we haven't probably emphasized that. No, you have 2 undefeated teams, albeit at 2-0. They're undefeated. So nobody wants that first L of the season, and they want somebody who's going to stay undefeated as the season, goes on. You know, they want to be 3-0. Somebody's going to be 3-0 tonight. Somebody's going to be 2-1, and we won't probably have that answer till late in the fourth quarter.
Still a long way to go here.
Or dare I say overtime.
Hey, this is my 3rd year of calling games. We have not had one in my time here.
No overtimes yet?
No overtimes yet.
Dead ball, snap infraction.
And the Miami East sideline certainly not disappointed to hear that news. Yep, I saw it. That was the center on the play, just a bit of hesitation. So brings up 3rd and 10, back from the 37-yard line.
Well, the center has to know the snap count. I was a running back. I never knew snap count. I was waiting for the ball to move.
Pivotal play here as we're under 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Glad you could join us for what has indeed been an entertaining Thursday Night Lights contest. Again. Smith to his left. That's complete to Estes, who breaks one tackle and buys enough room for another Northwestern first down. And that first down is presented by Arby's out to the 49-yard line.
You know, when they go that empty backfield, I mean, Reed Smith probably needs about 3 footballs. There's about 2 or 3 guys open every time they go there. Good made a man miss in space. And I said that earlier. Miami East has got to tackle good in space. They've done a good job. That time they missed the tackle. They didn't do it such a good time.
On first down, out to the left side, that's Mason McDermott. He's quickly forced out of bounds after about 2 yards, but that does take the Warriors into Viking territory. So a methodical first drive, just like they had a methodical first drive of the entire game.
Yes, yeah. I mean, every team's possession, they know how big this game is. They want to stay undefeated, and, there's not, Miami's first drive of the game was 3 and out. They even had a 9-yard play on that.
Yep.
But other than that, they've gotten first downs. Both teams have.
Well, we are coming up on 10 o'clock. We still got a little more than an hour to go. But tonight at 10 and 11 on Fox 45 and ABC 22, be sure to check out the latest weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters, as this is Preston Allen up the middle. That's good for about 2 yards. We'll bring up 3rd down and 5. On the stop for Miami East was number 75, Owen Collette.
Owen Collette is one of the few guys on that defense that's just as big or bigger than Preston Allen, and he was like a cowboy rustler on that tackle. He got his arms around him and got him on the ground in a hurry.
You see Collette rightly fired up after that
75,
tackle.
Look at that tackle. He's wrestling herd. That doesn't happen too often to Preston Allen. Excellent tackle.
So 3rd down and 5. From just shy of the 45-yard line, Smith was on his back foot, but pass complete to Miles Estes. Did the ball come out before he was down?
They called him down.
Looked to me like he was down. That was the correct call, but a massive break in Northwestern's favor inside the 40, and that will stand for a Warrior first down presented by Arby's.
We haven't had a turnover tonight, but that was close to one right there. He's down.
There it is. His rear end was on the grass before the ball came loose.
So that's almost targeting too. They put his helmet on the football.
Alert
see
play.
What you hit. I'd hate to see heads down like that.
Alert play by Aaron Mills to pick the ball out of midair just in case there was any doubt. But from that angle, the replay, it was the right call that Estes was down before the ball came loose. So first down presented by Arby's, and this is Allen up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage, but he does fall forward for a positive gain. Luke Bowser was there first for contact to limit.
Good tackle by Luke Bowser. You know he can't meet him up high. They have a great. He went line and locked up both those ankles in a hurry.
And again, Allen is only a junior. Reed Smith only a junior. Just a handful of seniors on both teams. So plenty of experience that will be coming back. And again, this is only the second year for both head coaches, Hunter Folkertsma and Lance Lambert. So any growing pains I mentioned on our program at 6 and 6:30, any growing pains that may have just been natural with the first year of a program, now they've had that familiarity and several games in. Wide out left to Renan Smith. That's good for a gain to about the 30-yard line. Going to bring up third and short.
I foresee both these teams going to the playoffs and going deep into the playoffs. Two good teams.
Well, Miami East did reach the Region 20 playoffs. They had a tough draw in that first round, a loss at Brookville, as there is a penalty flag on the play. Northwestern already at 2-0. They were 3-7 last year, so a win tonight, and they already equal their win total from a year ago.
But they're going to be a tough draw in the playoffs for whoever gets them next year.
And both teams, again, they start conference play next week. Miami East will be back home at Casstown when they take on the Northridge Polar Bears on Friday the 13th.
Ineligible downfield, offense, 5-yard penalty.
So that will move Northwestern back past the 35 to about the 37-yard line, or even further than that. No, past the 40.
Well, the home fans don't like that call at all.
So 2nd and 14 because of the penalty. As Northwestern, they will begin Central Buckeye Conference play against a fellow Clark County rival in Kenton Ridge. That is next week's contest.
We're playing in Taylor Field.
Yep.
Here at Northwestern. My daughter's name is Taylor.
Very nice.
This is a great field.
It is an outstanding field, yeah.
Yes, outstanding field.
Yeah.
Good name.
And something I just learned from our crew, actually, before we came on air tonight. You see how perfectly spaced the lines are, the marker lines? That's all done with an automatic system. They put the GPS coordinates in, and they know exactly where to put all the dash marks,
robotics,
the pocket marks. 2024. 2nd down and 14, and this is Reed Smith. Fires into traffic, but the pass is complete to Miles Estes. That could be close to another first down, though it's going to be a few yards short.
He was surrounded by a lot of white jerseys after he caught it.
They needed 14, and they do bring it to under 5 to go on this third down play, as we're now coming up on 2 minutes left in the quarter.
I think we're in 4-down territory again also.
Old Northwestern is 3 for 3 on 4th downs tonight, and again, this is only their first drive of the entire second half. We haven't had a lot of possessions in this game in general.
No, and both teams have gotten the ball and gotten positive yards out of the drive. Little bubble screen.
Tyrone Mine takes the bubble screen and is not able to get any yardage. That was smart tackling for Miami East on the part of number 10, Lincoln Littlejohn, preventing McDermott from reaching the line to gain. Going to bring up 4th down.
Now, Northwestern is not afraid of 4th down at all. They're 3 for 3 in the first half on 4th down.
Again, correction, that was Ty Romine on the reception. And one of those fourth down conversions on their first drive went for a 30-yard touchdown pass, Reed Smith to Mason McDermott. That was the opening score of the game.
Well, they got 10 seconds to make this call, or they're going to call timeout and take a little bit more time.
Looks like that's what Lance Lambert is going to do as we're coming up on a minute to go. And yes, indeed, the Warriors will take their first timeout. Tie game at 14-all. A very enthralling contest. And we'll take this break to 4th and 4 upcoming for the Warriors on Thursday Night Lights. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter of Leeds Thursday Night Lights, our third game of 2024. Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Tej Joshi, greeting you from Clark County, Ohio, just a few miles northwest of downtown Springfield. And the Warriors with the ball going forward on 4th and 4. They are 3 for 3 on fourth down attempts tonight. And this pass batted at the line, incomplete. A major stand for the Miami East defense. That was Vincent Crane who got contact to the ball.
Well, that's the extra plays. You can't get to the side, get to the quarterback as the defensive lineman. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. That's what's been told, and that's exactly what happened there. You know, getting pressured. Hey, bat it down.
There it is. Number 86, Vincent Crane, who you were saying was the only guy who could really match up physically with Preston Allen, the lone halfback for Northwestern. That's a huge turning point potentially in Miami East's favor, and now can they capitalize for their first lead of the game? And Crane's going to stay on the line. He
almost had too many people on the field
as a tight end as this pass complete to Lincoln Littlejohn. And we do have a flag on the play. A couple more flags in this first half, or this third quarter rather than what we saw all the first half.
Yeah, the first half was pretty clean from that standpoint. We still don't have a turnover in the game.
Yep.
So when you have a game this evenly matched,
Personal
heading
foul,
to the fourth quarter.
Face mask on the defense, 15-yard penalty.
That's going to help Miami East cause even further, moving
nice
15 yards forward. You mentioned those turnovers. That said, both teams have turned the ball over on downs once. And that happened for Miami East in the second quarter. Northwestern capitalized on that by driving for a touchdown. Now can Miami East do the same to the Warriors?
Well, if that was a face mask on that, I think they missed it. It was close to it, but he caught him around the chin. Wasn't even a horse collar. I think the referee anticipated, it was going to be something.
Well, clock running.
I would have liked to see him pick the flag up and take it away.
Coming up on 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Downward pass, and Caden Francis all alone. Can he shake off Romine? Ty Romine prevents the touchdown, but Caden Francis with a huge grab for Miami East. That is a first down presented by Arby's, and it moves the Vikings into the Donato's delivery zone. A great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at Donatos.com. Every piece is important.
Big play there.
And now Aaron Mills falling forward to about the 5-yard line, brings up 2nd and goal.
Probably going to be... I don't think they're going to try to get another play in before the end of the quarter. So like I said, it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. You say, who wants to do it worse?
And indeed, that brings us to the end of an entertaining third quarter. Only one touchdown, but the Warriors and Vikings tied at 14. Now down to the sideline in Tej Joshi.
Certainly a very exciting end to that third quarter. I want to tell you about something else that's exciting that is happening today at this game. If you take a look behind me, behind those players, do you see that red and white tent just behind that goalpost? Well, that is not there at every home game for Northwestern. That is here because today is Teacher Appreciation Day. And what you need to know about Teacher Appreciation Day is they do it once a year for home games, and they need to make sure that the teachers are fed, enjoying themselves, and the folks from the athletic department and the school board come together to put that on every once a year. And of course, there's the food, hot dogs. I showed some of the teachers, they're lounging over there inside that red and white tent. There's something to help and show their teacher appreciation for the teachers right here in the community. I'll send it back to you guys up in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tej. Always very nice to give teachers the credit that they're most absolutely due. It's not always easy this day and age, education in the U.S., but they do what they can to the best of their abilities.
I mean, we had great teachers in my high school, at Rolfe High School in Dayton. My English teacher, Miss Dora Carson, she won NFL Teacher of the Year. I nominated her.
Very nice. So first play of the fourth quarter, it's a pop pass to Lincoln Littlejohn. Can he get the angle? And he may be out of bounds around the 1, but there is indeed a late flag back around the 6-yard line.
Hold on. Holding, number 86, offense.
So that's going to bring the Vikings back. It will still be a goal-to-go situation, but not from the 1, rather from like the 11, 12-yard line. Hunter Folkert's about not happy, the second-year head coach of the Vikings.
Yeah, he's got a lot of jersey there to pull that edge on number 53.
Official, they are marking it at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Caleb Valet was getting held on that play.
Second and goal with 3 men to the left for KJ Gustin. Looking toward the end zone. Got a man wide open for a touchdown. Littlejohn on the reception. That touchdown presented by Donatos. And the Vikings have their first lead of the night.
Well, they were down 14-0 and have now scored 20 straight points. You know, so Northwestern's got to figure out a way to answer this Miami East, onslaught of points. Miami East was down last week by, 17?
21. 21
so
to
they
Carlisle.
don't panic, and now they're down 14 this week. And, they have turned it on. And now it's time for the home team, Northwestern, to answer the call. 21 unanswered points.
Caden Staley takes the extra point, and the Vikings have a 7-point lead with 11:48 to go on Thursday Night Lights. 11:48 to go, regulation time. Miami East has just taken their first lead of the night on a 15-yard touchdown pass from KJ Gustin to Lincoln Littlejohn. That's the second touchdown pass of the game for Miami East. It caps off a 5-play, 67-yard drive. It just took a minute off the clock, and it started because of a hold and a turnover on downs. The Miami East defense able to hold, and Northwestern on the other end of a turnover on downs.
This is when you need that 12th man, your home fans, to help get you back energized and get you back into this ball game.
This kickoff presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company is going to be taken on one hop inside the 5 by Ty Romine. He quickly gets out past the 10, but it's going to be stopped around the 19-yard line. So Northwestern, they are no stranger to long drives. They could definitely do with one that ends in points, and they certainly wouldn't mind taking some time off the clock as well.
No, not at all. I mean, I was going to make an early prediction if they're going to go for 2 if they score a touchdown, but I doubt it. They just want to score a touchdown to tie the ball game up.
Well, again, we've spoken about it at length. This is just their second drive of the entire second half. They only had, 3+ because they did run out the clock right at halftime. This was going to be a game that comes down to how you capitalize on your possessions, and both teams, for the most part, have done so. It's just a situation of who blinks first. On first down, Smith, short pass to Allen. Quickly got by one defender, and he quickly has a hole out to about the 30-yard line. Should be enough for a Warrior first down presented by Bathmasters. Yes, it is. They are going to move the chains after a quick deliberation.
Well, to give credit to the machine that lines the field. It's almost the same as when you had those field turf.
Exactly.
Excellent job by Mr. Roboto. I call him Mr. Roboto.
And this field does look immaculate. We've had a grass field each of the last 2 weeks.
Preston Allen.
Here's Allen up the middle. He's going to be pushed forward from behind. That's good for a gain of about 6 out to the 36-yard line. So if you want to be sure to interact with us, whether you're watching from home or on your mobile device here, be sure to follow us on Facebook at Dayton247 Now. If you're not watching the game on MyTV Dayton, we are also streaming live on our Facebook page at Dayton247 Now.
I like how Northwestern isn't panicking. They know they're down 7, but they're just going to run their regular offense. That's been good to them most of the night, and they're not trying to just get it all back in chunks. They're taking what the defense gives them.
Reed Smith with the quarterback keeper, good for about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and inches, but certainly a manageable 3rd down. It's not like 3rd and we've seen.
Well, when they've had 4th down, medium, they went for it all. It wouldn't surprise me if they see them throw the ball deep down the field on 3rd down knowing they'll go for it again on fourth.
Coming up on 10 minutes to go in regulation time. Again, we will have a trophy presentation post-game. Tage Joshi will meet with the winning team and present them with the trophy. Home team so far 2-0 on Thursday Night Lights. Can Northwestern make it a perfect 3 for 3 for the home team?
You don't want any penalties if you're Northwestern.
And Smith dives forward. That is good enough for a Northwestern first down presented by Bathmasters out to the 43-yard line. He needed 1. He got 4.
We got the home team back into it. The fans are getting excited once again. So this game is going to come down to late in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
You know, see how much your training and off-season preparation get you ready for games like today.
Smith wants to throw a deep ball, a jump ball, and it's pulled down. Good for a catch by Miles Estes. That's another Northwestern first down presented by Bathmasters, and it moves them inside the 45-yard line in Miami East territory.
That is trusting your personnel. You know, it looked like it was a potential interception, but he knows Miles Estes can out-jump the 2 defenders, and he went up there and high-pointed the ball. Back to Preston Allen again.
Caleb Staley and Lincoln Littlejohn were the 2 defenders who had a chance at an interception on that play, but again, credit to Miles Estes for keeping his concentration and keeping this drive alive. There it is.
Just all hands. Can't body catch that catch. You got to trust your hands, and you're a receiver, you got good hands, and you're a good hands guy.
Well, we saw Haymaker make a similar catch from Miami East for their opening touchdown back in the second quarter. This is Smith quickly to the 35-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. We'll bring up third and short.
I mean, Reed Smith has been excellent at quarterback keeper all night. Give credit to the coach for calling it at the right time.
Coming up on 8:30 to go in regulation.
I'm seeing some hands on hips right now. So if fatigue is starting to kick in, now it's all about heart. Who wants it the best?
Smith waiting for an opening. One arrives, enough for him to fall forward for a first down presented by Bathmasters out to the 32-yard line. Reed Smith doing it all on this drive.
Yeah, look at it. Hey, this is when you want it. You know, both teams are a little fatigued, but it's all you trust your training. That's why you run all those extra sprints and you lift all those weights for moments like this, 8 minutes to go in the game. How bad do you want it?
Allen waited for a big hole to open up, trying to keep his balance.
Still on his feet.
Allen still on his feet.
He ain't down yet, but he's not down
still
yet,
inside
folks.
the 15, and Preston Allen with the Warrior first down presented by Bathmasters. And it also moves Northwestern into the Donato's delivery zone. A great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at Donatos.com. Every piece is important. And this is what coaches mean when they say play until the knee is down.
Yes, indeed. Play to the whistle. And Preston Allen is doing just that. He's a little gassed right now. I see he wanted some help to get off the ground. Back to the quarterback keeper with Reed Smith.
From the 14, Smith to the 10. Quickly inside the 10. Going to be tackled out of bounds. That will stop the clock. It was a clean play. Definitely was in bounds when the first contact was made. It's second down, and Northwestern now trying to go in a hurry-up setup.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that tempo up. They know Miami East is a little winded. Look at the Miami East defenders. A lot of hands on hips. When you see that, guys bent over, you know they're looking for some air.
Yeah. Again, confirmation that the Warriors, I believe this is their second trip into the Donato's delivery zone tonight. First trip resulted in a 19-yard touchdown run by Reed Smith. And now with 7:29 to go, it's 2nd and 5 from the 9. Luke Fissel took the handoff after quickly cutting back up into the backfield. And now we've got a helmet coming off.
He's upset about that. Like he wants to stay in the game. 55.
Camden Comer quick to get up and retrieve his helmet, but
I hate to come out. That's the rules. Helmet comes off, you got to step out for a play unless you call timeout.
He was able to make the stop and prevent. That was Renan Smith. That was number 5 for Northwestern. And that was actually a bit of a loss on the play. Moves it back to the 10-yard line. So 3rd and 6 coming up on 7 minutes.
They can still get a first down, though.
They can get a first down.
So they don't have to get it all. They can still get enough for a first down.
They need to get to the 4 for that. But this pass over the middle. Caught at the 1. Where's the forward progress going to be marked? Did Estes break the plane? I don't think he did.
Quite. That was excellent defense at the line, goal line. But it's enough for a first down.
It is. So that's the first down presented by Bathmasters, and good concentration by Estes to keep his eye on the ball.
Yeah, if my Eagles were playing tonight, we can ask for the Philly shove.
Yeah,
the brotherly shove, but The Buckeyes did that play on Saturday.
They
Let
did.
me get a chance to see it. They called the Buckeye shove.
So indeed, forward progress marks the ball at the 1-yard line. So Miami East, can they pull a goal line stand like we saw with Greenview last week against Waynesville? They had a very impressive goal line stand. But it's Preston Allen up the middle, and Preston Allen from a yard out breaks the plane. And pending the extra point, we are going to be tied. Preston Allen from a 1-yard touchdown run presented by Donato's.
That was a big-time drive here. You know, you give up 21 unanswered points. You know, Miami East has all the momentum, but Northwestern answers with a drive of their own. Wait, one extra point short of tying this ball game up at 21-21. I always say every point counts. I never take the extra point for granted.
5 years ago, the infamous ending to the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And this is a bobbled snap, and Miami East will keep the 21-20 lead.
I wasn't trying to jinx them, but I always say every point counts. Every point counts.
So we've got a 1-point lead for the Vikings, and they get the ball with 6 minutes to go on Thursday Night Lights. 6:10 to go in regulation of Lee's Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati area Toyota dealers, and the Vikings with a 21-20 lead. The lone difference right now, after the most recent touchdown for the Warriors, a high snap and no extra point able to be tacked on. That is the difference right now why the Vikings have a lead, and this game is not level at 21.
Well, you know, there's 3 elements to the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And they all counted. That was a special teams mistake right there.
So now the Warriors kick off the ball to the Vikings. This kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company. It's going to be another short one and taken by Lincoln Littlejohn. Quickly past the 30, past the 35 to about the 38. So how important is it for the Warriors to get a 3-and-out? They did get a 3-and-out on Miami East's very first drive of the game. As we take a look at this drive summary, this pop
Miles
ball.
Estes right there. Preston Allen refusing to fall down. You know,
how many tackles did he break this play alone?
At least 7. At least 7 guys had a chance, and some of them 2 chances.
And then after Estes was stopped at the 1, Allen from a yard out, capping a 14-play, 80-yard drive. That scoring summary presented by Arby's. But again, the difference right now, a high snap on the extra point attempt, and the extra point was no good. So it's 21-20 instead of a tie game as Aaron Mills up the middle. He's just going to be content to milk some clock as Northwestern has already used one of their timeouts.
Trust me, I'm not wishing for a turnover because, you know, I'm an offense guy and I always cheer for the offenses. But that may be the difference in this ball game.
Yeah.
That wasn't a turnover, but it's similar. It's turnover light, missing the extra point. But both teams have had pretty much a clean game.
Yep,
They're taking care of the football. The offenses have been efficient, and the defenses have been timely getting stops, and Northwestern needs to stop here.
KJ Gustin's pass complete to Caden Francis, but he's going to be stopped short of the line to gain, just past the 40-yard line. It will be 3rd and about 3 upcoming. Ty Romine with the stop. Romine has been very active on both offense and defense for the Warriors.
Big 3rd down here.
Well, Miami East's first drive of the game was a 3-and-out. Here's Mills. He's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. Another potential 3-and-out. Great awareness by the Northwestern defense to anticipate the run.
Yeah, they thought they were going to catch him off guard. They took him pass to try to sneak a run in him, but they were prepared for that too, and they got the much-needed 3-and-out.
Yep. And there's a look at the TNL Champions Trophy. We're just moments away from handing this trophy to the winning team. Tage Joshi will be down on the field for that celebration, and it will be a hard-fought win, whoever emerges on top tonight.
No, absolutely. You got 2 undefeated teams that are playing as such. They're both, you know, it's been a big, you know, heavyweight fight. You give me a punch, I hit you right back, and I give you 2, you bring me 1. And so it's been rare. Oh, you should have caught that ball.
And that's going to be a great punt in Miami East's favor with 4:13 to go.
That's not going to have the coach happy about that. That ball rolls inside the 5. I think it's going to be at about the 1 or 2 yard line.
So Northwestern will have it all to do with 4:13 to go. They only need a field goal to take the lead.
All right, this is a drive that, that's the confidence builder. Where's that ball marked at? Is it the 6-yard line? 6-yard line.
Well, Miami East.
How about a 94-yard drive?
With 4 minutes to go in the game. For the right to stay undefeated going into conference play. That is something I talked with both teams about, the importance of keeping this momentum going as Smith got it off before the sack, and the pass nearly caught by Estes over the shoulder, but it falls incomplete. That was Camden Wolf on the coverage, number 11 for the Vikings.
Talking about a game of inches there. Almost interception, almost reception. But it's all that is just second and long now.
Estes did get a hand to it, but Wolf waiting until Estes first made contact to avoid the pass interference penalty. So it brings up 2nd and 10 with 4:06 to go in the game.
But you don't want to go 3 and out back in this way late in the ball game. When in doubt, give it to Preston Allen to get you back where you needed to be.
And he quickly breaks a couple tackles.
He's still ball's loose.
But right on the spot for Northwestern is number 8, Luke Fissel. Nearly a disaster for the Warrior offense. As it is, Allen and Fissel do combine for a Northwestern first down presented by Bathmasters.
Extra effort by Preston Allen, but hey, that's an excellent job. You see him wrapped up, trying to get the ball out. And they did get the ball on the ground, just took a fortuitous bounce for Northwestern.
Right idea by Aaron Mills, who knocked the ball loose from behind Allen, but Johnny on the spot was Luke Fissel, who receives this pass from Smith and quickly out to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they send a center out there. Alan Price. Looks like a young Jason Kelsey out there, getting out there in space, getting a block. He got 2 blocks that time.
This will be some trophy celebration, whoever emerges on top, as this pass is low but corralled in by Renan Smith to the 39-yard line, still about 3 yards short. And we're now under 3 minutes to go. Both teams still with plenty of timeouts. Great job by Renan Smith to corral that ball.
Yeah, this is the game. Here comes the blitz, 3rd down, right back to Renan Smith again.
And Smith on the keeper should have enough for the first down out by the 45. That will move the chains again and give the Warriors a chance to reset that Fissel.
We've got a ball game, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. It's all right. It's all in this 4-down territory.
Very much so.
It's if you're Miami East, you want to win this game, get off the field. Northwestern, you want to win this game, score a touchdown. They'll get points on the board. You don't need to get points on the board.
Again, 3 for 4 on 4th downs. That is Northwestern's status in that situation, including 1 touchdown on a 4th down as Smith on the keeper.
That's been good all night.
Quickly past midfield and should have enough for a first down. Looked like the ball may have been coming loose, but Smith was always going to be down anyway inside the Miami East 45, and that will move the chains for another Warrior first down presented by Bathmasters.
We've got a ball game. I'm enjoying this.
This has been a fun one. We've had 3 weeks. We've had great, outstanding games. Games that have gone to the fourth quarter.
Thursday night lights, folks. High snap, handoff.
This is Romine to about the 41-yard line, so they'll give him 3. Ball knocked loose, but only after Romine's knee was ruled down.
Here we go, 3rd down again. No, 2nd down, I'm sorry. Inside 2 minutes. Home fans get a little antsy.
Hear the home fans shouting a little bit of urgency under 25 on the play clock. The Warriors do have 2 timeouts, you see, as this is Fissel quickly inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds at around the 37. Most importantly, that takes him out of bounds. The clock will stop until the snap.
Save your timeouts.
As here's a look at the King's Furniture and Mattress best seat in the house. Coming up shortly with 1:40 to go in the game.
Some of the fans, one of the fans asked me today,
little bit
you
of
may need to suit
right
up
now.
today, Mr. Byars. I'm like, no, I think I got it covered. We got a good drive going here. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, line to gain.
If your Miami East, do you bring pressure? It looks like they are. Offside.
Early movement. Brandon Stone got a little overeager, and that's going to be an automatic Northwestern first down.
Penalty, first down.
Yep. Yeah, he just over anxious, and that was an excellent job by Reed Smith going with the hard count to get the defensive jump. You know, and got him. Try to anticipate the count. And you're taught on defense, you don't listen, you wait, you watch the ball move. You go in ball movement, not on sound.
So instead of 3rd down, we've got a first down from about the 32-yard line. Smith with time. Now he's going to take off to his left. He has room to move inside the 30, inside the 25, and close to the 20. That should be enough for a Northwestern first down presented by Bathmasters.
And it stops the clock.
And it does indeed spot them at the 20-yard line. So Northwestern has moved into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. And a quick pass to Renan Smith. Knee was down, and then a hit contact after the ruling was down.
He had to stay down. He would not take that hit.
And the Warriors now call timeout with 1:13 to go in the game. Again,
big hit.
It was an actual loss on the play because Romine looked like he lost his footing. So it's a 2nd and 11 from the 21 upcoming.
Both fans have been treated to a wonderful game here tonight.
They have.
They have been, you know, this is what you hear. I mean, the Miami East crowd is here. They got their band here. Fans are into it, cheering them on. You know, you getting the same thing of Northwestern.
Be sure to tune in weeknights on ABC 22 to Family Feud, 7 and 7:30. A chance to see which families can win the grand prize with fast money and win Family Feud with West Virginia native Steve Harvey from Welch, West Virginia, his hometown.
He went to high school in Cleveland, though.
Yeah. Yep.
We call him Buckeye.
So teams have exited the huddle. This is going to be some decision for both teams and some decision for us to figure out play of the game, player, and drive of the game. Excuse me.
Ooh-wee.
There are a couple.
I like the touchdown catch.
There are a couple ones to choose from. As on 2nd down, this pass low and away from Fissel. Was it batted at the line? I didn't see it, but it looked like it may have been batted away at the line. Camden Wolf was on the coverage for the Vikings.
Yeah, that seems to be one that got away from him.
Third down and long. They can get a first down at the 10-yard line.
Otherwise, we may see what kind of leg the kicker has.
If they don't get any closer, they're looking at a 37-yard field goal attempt. A pop pass complete to Renan Smith. Nearly lost the ball.
Oh, boy.
But he holds on to it.
Down again.
And forward progress marks him at the 12-yard line, so 4th and short with just over a minute to go.
Flag on the play?
I didn't see one.
One in the backfield.
52 offense. 10-yard penalty.
On the Warriors.
Oh, my.
So that negates what would have been a very key play for Northwestern.
Call 53, 52. Yeah. I think he's got him.
Well, we had a key penalty on Miami East just a few moments ago that basically gave Northwestern a 3 first down, and now the Warriors have 3rd and 22 with a minute and 1 second to go.
Now, if you're Miami East, do you bring pressure or just play coverage and just tackle them and give them a catch to get him on the ground? Empty backfield.
Both fans on their feet. We hear the fans rumbling their feet here on the home side. Smith
can he run for that
one
much?
Man. Going to take it off himself.
He's still
on his feet inside the 25 and down to about the 21. That will bring up 4th down and 11 with 40 seconds to go. Clock is still running. Northwestern has a timeout. They're going to need to use it. And now they do with 33 seconds left. Not a bad idea for Smith to extend the play as long as he could. As in the meantime, we have to tell you about an exciting game to bring your way next week. Alter at Trotwood-Madison. These two teams have created instant classics each of the last 2 years. And if this game matches what we've had tonight, we're looking forward to a good one between the Knights and the Rams. Channel 22.3 over the air, channel 24 on Spectrum. We'll also be streaming live on Facebook.com/Dayton247 now. That's one that we're really looking forward to. The Knights and the Rams. At the same time, back here live, this has been a dandy.
This has been a great game. We need to tell Trotwood and Alter, if it's not this game, we're not coming this. We need to see a game like this. Miami East and Northwestern has given us a treat tonight.
No pressure on Jeff Graham and Ed Domsites.
Let it out.
And for the coaches and the teams that we have later coming up on our schedule as well. No pressure.
This is the standard. The first 2 weeks have been great, but this has been even better. 4th down here, folks.
4th down and 11. They can get a 1st down at the Miami East 10-yard line, but they are out of timeouts. Allen with the play action, trying to roll to his right.
A lot of white jerseys.
Trying to buy time to throw a pass to the end zone, and it is short, incomplete. The Viking defense holds with 25 seconds left, and it looks like Miami East is going to move to 3-0.
Oh, I know he wants that one back. What a play. What a game. You got Reed Smith rolling out, throwing across his body. Has a guy open in the end zone. Couldn't get enough on it here. Miami East sideline has been real excited about that play. Defense held on. Now it's your favorite play in the playbook now. Victory formation. Best play you can call. Just call it and get on the ground, take a knee, and the game's over.
One knee needed for KJ Gustin, and for the first time in 2024, a visiting team will celebrate on Thursday Night Lights. A comeback for Miami East, identical to last week, and the Vikings will go into Three Rivers Conference play at 3-0. So what a game indeed. There's KJ Gustin, only a sophomore, but already very experienced in high pressure situations, and he has come through now second straight week. He has led the Vikings to a come from behind win. It was against Carlisle last week, and 6 nights later, a 21-20 win over a very, very skilled Northwestern team, and we must give credit to Lance Lambert for the adjustments they have made just from last year to this year alone, and they're going to be a tough opponent for the Central Buckeye Conference this year.
I see 2 playoff teams. Neither team lost. The other team just ran out of time. There's no losers in this game tonight. Both teams played very well.
Trophy presentation and superlatives are next. Miami East wins on Thursday Night Lights. 21-20, a heart-thrilling game between the Miami East Vikings and the Northwestern Warriors. And the Vikings end non-conference play at 3-0. Now let's go down to Tej Joshi, who is with the winning coach, Hunter Fulkersma, and the winning Vikings.
Coach, that was a very hard-fought come-from-behind win for you and your whole team. What was the key to keeping everybody motivated there in the second half?
These guys got heart. They play every single play like it's their last, and they just play for one another.
Of course, they said they play for each other. They have a lot of motivation on the field. I want to talk to you a little bit about maybe a position group or a specific player. Who was the key person or the key group of guys who helped you get this victory tonight?
I wouldn't say there was one specific group or one person. I think we just play as a team, and it really showed tonight where, like you said, we came back from down early and we were able to show what we got.
Well, you guys are now 3-0, and of course, I gotta say, it's time now for you guys to celebrate. I saw the guys, they are ready to do it. Time now for me to present to you and the entire team the Thursday Night Lights Champions Trophy from Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Here you guys go.
Thank you very much, Tage. Indeed, a happy group of Vikings who will head into Three Rivers Conference play at 3-0. And time now to take a look at our superlatives. We're going to start with our play of the game presented by Carol Wirtz Tire. This was with a minute to go in the second quarter. Miami East was down 14-0 until this circus catch, a 28-yard pass from KJ Gustin to Jack Haymaker. And this was indeed a haymaker of a play.
It was a haymaker to playmaker. Went and got that ball. It was just took it away from the Northwestern defenders, and, he came down with it. Great play.
So Jack Haymaker on the receiving end of the touchdown. That was our play of the game. Time now for our player of the game. There were quite a few nominees in this one, but our Big Sandy Superstore Big Impact player of the game, Miami East sophomore quarterback KJ Gustin, only a sophomore, and there were a couple of first quarter jitters like he probably experienced last week against Carlisle, but he was able to put those away and throw two touchdown passes when all was said and done.
I'm looking forward to seeing him play the next 2 years. I mean, he plays like that, the remainder of this season and the next 2 years. He's definitely going to go to college for free. He's a good leader. He's going to continue to grow and get better as the years go on. But just to be a sophomore, just tremendous leader, and Miami East is happy to have him.
There is KJ Gustin celebrating with his teammates, a victorious Miami East team. And time now for our drive of the game. It is sponsored by Carol Wirtz Tire. We're going to go to the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter. This started after a turnover on downs, the only fourth down that Northwestern did not convert. It was helped in large part by this long pass downfield to Caden Francis that set up a goal-to-go situation. That was right at the end of the third quarter. And then despite a penalty, a wide-open pass on 3rd and goal, a 15-yard pass to Lincoln Littlejohn, and the PAT. That was the difference. You have to say, when all was said and done, a PAT was the difference in this ball game.
Yes, I mean, a lot of times in practice, you concentrate so much on offense and defense. And when the coach talks about special teams, guys kind of concentrate on the wings a little bit. And you take things for granted, the snap and the hold and the kick. And it always, the little things in football, when you got two evenly matched teams, that makes a difference. Look, no turnovers.
No turnovers.
The penalties was a little bit more. Northwestern had a few more penalties than Miami East. But
and that final drive, too.
It came on the final drive. That was a big one that hurt. And it came down to a missed extra point. Otherwise, we'd still be calling this game in first and second overtime right now. Very good game out of both teams. It's still things you can learn to grow on as the season progresses. But I see both these teams in the playoffs, and they may well make deep runs in the playoffs. I'm not talking about making a one and done playoff appearance. They will play well into November and maybe December.
Well, Miami East is now 3-0. They will be back home next week against the Northridge Polar Bears to open Three Rivers Conference play, and Northwestern will open Central Buckeye Conference play next week against the Kenton Ridge Cougars. That will do it for us from Northwestern. Congratulations to the Warriors and the Vikings on an outstanding game, and we look forward to seeing you next week when Trotwood Madison hosts Alter. Now for Keith Byars, today's Joshi, our producer Aaliyah Baker, and our crew, I'm Matt Digby. Thank you for watching this presentation of Dayton 24/7 Now and Classic Productions. A good night from Clark County. The Vikings of Miami East are 3-0. Good night.